This is Pound for Pound Boxing.
The voice of the new generation.
Where we pull back, no punches.
No punches.
And we're not going to talk about results because we done lost about a month worth of fights. And to talk about that is going to be about a whole hour in itself.
No doubt.
So we're just going to talk about the last fight we saw, which is Gamboa versus Rojas. And you guys saw that.
Alright, let's go. What's up?
It was a 10-round beatdown.
10-round beatdown by
Gamboa for the WBA belt.
WBA? WBC?
One of them. It was an alphabet belt that he shouldn't have got because he was fighting like a guy who hadn't fought in 2 years that was ranked #1.
You know, Gamboa, this is the only criticism. Actually, there's plenty of criticisms we can have, but one thing I want to say is stop posing after every damn punch you throw out there that connects, because in the end, that's going to be bad.
Yeah,
when you fight somebody who's solid and skilled.
That's something they do a lot in the amateurs. To show the people ringside. Yeah, I hit him. Look, count my point.
You know,
and you don't fly. That don't fly in the pros so much.
You were in there with somebody who's a trained assassin in there, and you're gonna get assassinated real quick.
Or somebody just slightly faster than the last guy that you fought. But anyways, moving along, we're gonna come into upcoming fights. We got Corey Spinks versus DeAndre Lattimore. Knowledge, your thoughts on that?
I think Corey Spinks is gonna dance his way into a 12-round win.
I'm gonna have to.
It's usually what happens in a Corey Spinks fight.
Juan Manuel Lopez versus Jerry Peñalosa.
Juan Manuel Lopez probably, if he don't end it in the first couple rounds, I don't know. I mean, I want to see Jerry Peñalosa put him in the later rounds. I want to see how Juan Manuel reacts into a 12-round fight, because I mean the man just gets it done within the first 45 seconds. That at least that's starting to become a trend. And you know, not that I'm comparing this guy to Mike Tyson or anything, but Mike Tyson found it really hard to get into a long-distance fight because he was so used to knocking people out early. You know, so what I want to see somebody push Juan Ma's butt and see how he reacts to that, how his stamina is. Can he endure that type of fight? And if he can, then I want to see him with the bigger names. But in the meantime, I want to see, some more than a one-round fight. I want to see the skills that this guy really possesses.
I'm gonna agree. I agree with you, but I don't think. Sorry, Filipino fight fans, and I'm gonna catch up for this one. But I don't think Jerry Peñalosa moving up in weight from a lower weight
it's
class,
gonna push him to that.
It's gonna push him to that level, knowing the strength that Juan Ma carries at that weight class naturally.
You know, Jerry is an older fighter, number one. These are things that go against him. He's coming up in weight. He's an older fighter, and he's never fought someone with the power, I would say. I want to say power. We don't know, but he does carry a lot of power for 122, so I don't think Jerry's going to be the guy to push him, but I would like to see, whether it's pride, whatever it is that Filipinos possess. I mean, they always push somebody to the limit. I want to see that happen in this fight.
I agree. Moving on the undercard, we got Lamar Peterson versus Willie Blank. Lamar Peterson, bro, it's time to step it up. Me and Knowledge have been talking about it. It's time to step it up.
We were always saying, these are the hot prospects.
Prospects.
You're done with being a prospect. It's time to start moving into the next level of fighting. It's time to push. I mean, hell, man.
Get a gatekeeper or something. You need
to
get
something up there. It's time to show your skills to the world. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you do that is to fight somebody who's worthy of fighting you. Let's be honest. I mean, these guys now, it's like seeing Chavez fight all these no-name guys.
Applaud this man for calling out Chavez Jr.
I'm tired of this shit,
Applaud this man for calling out Chavez Jr.
It's time to move it up, step it up. Let's get going. Let's see what you're really made of.
This coming from a Chavez Jr. nut hugger.
I am a Chavez Jr., but it's time to move forward.
Okay, moving on. We got Carl Froch versus Jermaine Taylor. Bro, I see Jermaine Taylor in a strong, tough fight.
I think the new trend, or not even trend, I would say the new breed of boxers from the UK are pushing boxing to another level. And these guys coming from the UK are the real thing. Obviously, they're doing something. And if Jermaine Taylor, my vote is for Jermaine Taylor in this fight. I think Jermaine could win this fight, but don't sleep on Froch.
And I'm going with Froch. I think that Froch is going. He's got a lot to show in this fight. Already a lot of people are discounting him. The HBO didn't even want the fight to take place because they thought that he was a no name and didn't think it was going to be a tough fight. But Carl Froch has the talent and the ability to make this a very ugly fight for Jermaine Taylor, if not put him out.
If Jermaine's not on his P's and Q's, if he shows out what he did in the Lacey fight, it might be a hard night. Not might be, it will be a hard night for him.
Now moving along, we got Alan Green versus Carlos Leon. I know a lot of you guys say, why the hell are you talking about Alan Green? Because I like Alan Green. Knowledge was the one that said that.
I was the one that said that. I'm tired of seeing my man fighting and he's looking at his feet. I'm tired of that. You know, as somebody, you'll keep looking at your feet, and that's all you're gonna see when you're looking up.
But
is
see,
your feet.
I like Alan Green because Alan Green does have power and he can fight.
Straight up, Alan Green has power. He possesses that. Just, I don't know what it is. He's just still got that nervous twitch or something. I think Edison did something to him.
Anyway, I got Alan Green by knockout.
I got Alan Green as well.
Okay, we got Alfonso Gomez resurrected from the dead to fight Juan Buendia.
Who?
Exactly. Who? Alfonso Gomez by comfortable decision.
Hopefully, I mean, if he done career's over, start acting, start doing some other bullshit.
And then the fight, East versus West.
Wah!
Manny Pacquiao versus Ricky Hatton.
I got Pac-Man all day.
And I got Hatton all day. Why do you have Ricky Hatton?
Why do I have Ricky Hatton losing?
No, why do you have him winning?
Why do I have Ricky Hatton
winning? It was a trick question. It was a trick question, but
Ricky Hatton got he got very solid skills. He's trained by Mayweather now, which to me doesn't make a difference, to be honest with you. He's still gonna fight his fight. It's been like that for I don't know how long, all these years. So, I mean, I just think Ricky Hatton, he's very aggressive. He's got an aggressive side. He likes to do his thing. What he does well. I mean, he'll hold you. He'll hit you. He'll back up. He'll do the same thing over and over and over. But I don't see that happen with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is far stronger. All right, here's another thing. When Manny Pacquiao went to 147, he was very successful. He destroyed Oscar De La Hoya. Now, Oscar being a shell of himself, obviously was not the type and that physicality or the shape of mind or anything, thinking he had a good fight in front of him, a last woo-ha, so to speak, and saying, hey, I'm going to come out as a champion. He misjudged little Manny Pacquiao. Okay, well, Manny did what he needed to do. Success at 147 was not for Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton, I thought, got the bricks knocked out of him with not only Floyd Mayweather, but Jose Luis Collazo. Collazo, I thought, won that fight. Many of us did. Even you saw that fight, and you thought Collazo won that fight. So I think that with Manny Pacquiao being successful at 147 and Ricky Hatton not, even though they're fighting at 140, it's just gonna play into it. And Ricky hasn't fought somebody who is as active, as aggressive as he is, and Manny Pacquiao is. He's the counterpart. He's very aggressive. He's a southpaw, which is going to be very awkward for Ricky Hatton because he hasn't fought that many southpaws. And, the pride is going to play.
Well, then this is where
it's going to be a very interesting fight.
I'm going to have to object because at the same time, I think that Ricky Hatton is going to bring his natural weight class, which is 140. At 140, he has been unstoppable. There has not been nobody that come close to beating him at 140. So, naturally, 140 is definitely Ricky Hatton's weight class. Definitely. As far as fighting somebody with the boxing ability or strength and tenacity of Manny Pacquiao, I'm gonna have to not even Mayweather. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I'm gonna have to roll with Costa Tszyu. Costa Tszyu had and possessed all those abilities, and Manny Pacquiao did his best fight against Costa Tszyu, the guy that came forward. Ricky Hatton had his best fight versus somebody that's coming straight forward, coming to attack you, trying to knock your head off, which is pretty much what Manny Pacquiao's gonna do.
The only difference is I'll let you make your point. Go ahead.
Not only that, the 2 times that Manny Pacquiao has lost by knockout has been by body punches. The best body puncher at 140 has got to be hands down Ricky Hatton. And not only does he doesn't come with these punches like that, he comes with these wide punches that come get you in the ribs. Mm-hmm. Those punches, and now they're going to be a little bit more telegraphed. Now that I believe Mayweather from his last fight with the Italian kid. Malignaggi. He showed he has this good, great body punching. Yeah. And Malignaggi was a lefty, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's a righty. It don't matter.
It don't matter. Point being, I think that Manny Pacquiao is going to lose because of these body punches that are coming from Hatton to the body. It's going to slow him down. He can't expect to be fighting the La Hoya. The La Hoya is nowhere near where Ricky Hatton is. Obviously. And I believe that had Ricky Hatton fought the La Hoya, the same outcome would have happened. Probably anybody at 147, and maybe even at 140, had fought De La Hoya that night. I think would have probably having the same effects. Any true superstar in that weight class.
Definitely. So then we both gonna agree on this one thing. Both these guys, Manny Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton, fought shells of champions who were shells of themselves. Because Costa Tszyu was a shell of himself, and so was Oscar.
I don't think Costa Tszyu was a shell of himself at that time.
At that time, when he fought Hatton,
he was still great. He
didn't fight him. There was a long layoff in between.
But Ricky Hatton was a serious underdog,
including
no doubt about
I
had Ricky Hatton.
I mean, I didn't even
have him close coming into that fight.
I think the only person that really had Hatton winning that fight was my brother.
and Hatton.
And Hatton, that was it. So, I mean, yes, I agree with that. I think Hatton is... I think these two guys are on their primes. And it's going to be an explosive fight. I'm definitely looking forward to this fight. I got Manny. He's got Hatton. Y'all make y'all decision and find out who y'all want to win.
Hatton.
UK, Philippines.
Hatton. Just so you guys know, Hatton.
All
right, moving on to the news. We got James Kirkland going to jail. Knowledge. What's up with Kirkland? How can you be a superstar rising? You can tell HBO wants to market you, wants to make you the next like Mike Tyson, the next unstoppable force in boxing. Hell, and all of a sudden...
Hell, we all wanted to see that. Not only us, not only Ann Wolf, your trainer. I mean, everybody wants to see a rising superstar like that.
And the thing is that he possesses those qualities too.
He possesses those qualities, but the only thing was he had more in his caliber than in his guns. These guns, he had more calibers than this gun too. And I'm going to tell you one thing. The sad thing is that he's broken federal laws. And by breaking federal laws, if you actually serve in federal time, you have to serve it full time. There is no breaks. There is no time for good behavior or anything like that. You're serving all the whole time that they give you. So hopefully, Kirkland, you could be found not guilty or plea bargain or something and come back to boxing like the superstar that you were supposed to be and market yourself again.
I'm going to have to agree. I'm agree. I was a big fan of Kirkland. I'm a big fan of the Mandingo Warrior. I like the whole, you know, no all guts for glory. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it all in the ring, show your heart, and fight. He definitely possessed those qualities. It was definitely something that was needed in boxing to keep it becoming popular.
Something exciting, something new.
And he had the talent. He possesses the talent, and he possesses the training. I mean, what he did in his last fight was crazy. I mean, he made...
what you look at that training tape, that HBO show, was HBO, right?
HBO.
You showed it. You saw what Ann Wolf did to him. I mean, Ann Wolf, you know, I mean, she really worked the hell out of him. And, I respected Ann Wolf as a women's boxer. I mean, I thought that she was definitely the one to beat if she ever fought Ali's daughter, you know.
And she can still whip her ass at this time.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she's raising up this guy to be a top prospect, if not better than that, and he lets everybody down and himself down. And I want you to really look into yourself, Kirkland, if you're ever looking at this show, and look in the mirror and find out if that's what you really want to do, you know? Because you're letting everybody down by doing stupid things, like dumbass annex of carrying a weapon. You don't need a weapon. I mean, come on. Anyways.
Moving on. We got late breaking news. All of a sudden, I go online and start reading the news, and now what do I see?
We see Tito versus Bernard Hopkins in the mix.
What the hell is this for November? Tito, did you not, like, have enough with the ass whooping that Roy Jones gave you that you got to come back and get a second ass whooping?
Man, sometimes warriors can't let it go, and when you retire early, you know, this, when Tito retired a long time ago, you know, I said, this is a bad move for Tito. He's in his prime. He's going to look back and say, I'm missing out on something, and this is exactly what's happening. He did it with Roy Jones Jr. He's doing it again with Bernard Hopkins. He's trying to catch yesteryear's luster, and that's bad news for somebody who's been retired and is not as active. I mean, Bernard Hopkins has been active all these last years.
And on top of his game.
I mean, he's beaten his last fight, Kelly Pavlik. I mean, you know, he outworked the young kid, you know, and we all saw what he did with Kelly Pavlik. It's the same shit he did with Tito years ago in 2001. He's going to do the same shit to you again in 2009 if you guys fight this year. So,
and it's the same style, Tito. Tito doesn't
change.
Same
style. You ain't changing style.
Tito don't change his style. He comes one way, forward.
Forward.
The same way Kelly Pavlik came forward. And what happened? Bah, 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 bah.
I mean, he's going to hold you. He's going to be aggressive against you. He's going to fight his perfect fight once again. And again, we might have to make Bernard Hopkins one of the greatest living middleweights of all time.
He is already the great.
I mean, he's already up there, but even more so, you know. Hey, Tito, I love you, man. You're breaking my heart. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, I'm done with Tito. I was done with Tito about 4 or 5 years ago.
But you know what? Fuck it. Let's watch the fight. I want to see the fight. Let's watch fight because I'm a fight fan.
All right, moving along. We got now this talk between Yuriquis Gamboa versus Celestino Caballero. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Very interesting fight, though I say this is bad fight for Celestino. Somebody who's in your grill, somebody who's in your face, punching you extremely hard. That's not what you like seeing. I mean, he did it in his last couple fights when somebody was in his, like, right here to him. Yes, Celestino possesses the height abilities, but he doesn't know how to, like, use that height. He'll go down to the guy's power, and that's Gamboa, man, all the way. I mean, Gamboa, he's like a little baby tank, little pit bull in there. I mean,
Not only that, I mean, if you look at the last guy Gamboa fought, I think his name was Roy, if I'm not mistaken.
Roy.
That was the guy that actually knocked out Celestino. So now, I mean, not to say this guy's better than this guy because he beat this guy.
Right, you can never do that.
But, I mean, if that dude's slow-ass punches was connected to Celestino...
Is there a litmus test in there? Is there a litmus test in there? Who knows? But if it is, it's bad news for Celestino.
I'm going to have to agree.
Your reign has expired.
Now moving along, we got another talk. Brian Viloria, the Hawaiian Punch versus Ivan Calderon. Knowledge, what do you think of this fight?
I'd love to see this fight, quite honestly, but I think Calderon got way too much skills for Viloria. Viloria has been out in that ring before, you know. He's been...
But let's put it this way.
With lesser talent has
But
beaten
Calderon
Viloria.
is not going to knock out Viloria.
No, I don't think... If feather-fisted Ivan Calderon is no way going to knock out Brian Viloria. It's not going to happen. If he does, I'll be in shock. Anybody be in shock. His mama might be in shock. Slap somebody next to her because he doesn't knock people out. He just doesn't do that. But his ability in that ring is unquestionable.
I'm going to have to agree. It's going to be a great fight if they can get that one signed. I think a lot of people in boxing
A lot
fans...
of hardcore fans would like to see this
Definitely,
fight.
definitely. And then the last but not least, I don't even want to talk about it, but it's making news, so let's throw it out there. Mayweather supposedly is coming back and he wants to fight Marquez and they can't decide on a weight class.
You see the
will it be at 140? Will it be at 147? Let's put it this way. Who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck cares? And I'll be honest, I'm not one to be cussing in shows and everything.
Fuck that, I am.
But quite honestly, I'm disappointed. I mean, I really want Mayweather to stay retired. He just holds up the whole damn fight game and all right, let's be honest. You want to come back and fight Marquez, who's weight classes below you.
Who's fighting at 135 right now?
Who's fighting at 135. There's the champs, the guys we want to see him fight. The guys we really want to see him fight is Miguel Cotto and fucking Paul Williams and
Shane
Mosley and Antonio Margarito and all these guys at 147 who he said all this bullshit about, oh, they're not big enough stars, they don't make enough money, they're not really opponents because I could beat them, blah, blah. But you want to fight Marquez. What the fuck? WTF. OMG. Oh my God. For y'all texters out there. Let's get real about that shit. I don't want to see Mayweather. Fuck him.
LMAO. Laughing my ass out. Yo, now let's hit the nail on the head. What
Come on.
This guy claimed he came out left boxing. He said, oh, I'm done. You know, I didn't want to talk bad about him no more. I was done with him. I was happy he was retired because that leaves the doors open for everybody else in boxing.
Yeah.
But then now him coming back and then saying, you know, what trips me out is not so much that he wants to fight Marquez. I could give a shit less if he wants to fight Marquez, to be truthful. I think what pisses me off more is y'all little nut huggers out there that like to swing from Mayweather's balls and y'all club, oh, he's the greatest. Can't nobody fight him. You know, you part-time fans. The ones that only see a Mayweather fight and don't know anything about boxing. Yeah. And when you get called out on some shit, you can't defend anything. Those are the ones that kind of piss me off because then, oh, well, Marquez is great. He lost twice to Pacquiao. He went toe-to-toe with Pacquiao. He made it. Well, fuck, y'all don't understand that they fought at 130.
130.
You know what I'm saying? And for you to use that as an accomplishment now on Mayweather's behalf saying, well, you know, he's a worthy opponent because he did this and this and this at 130. Well, Mayweather's coming back and he wants to fight him at 147. Are you kidding me? Fucking Mayweather wants to fight him at 147. That means this dude, Marquez, has to come from 135, move up 2 weight classes. He hasn't even fought at 140. He wants to skip 140, hit 147 to make
and
this
fight the supposedly the most elite fighter at 147. I mean, come on, what the fuck?
And to be truthful, if this fight happens, I'm gonna be going for Marquez anyway. But that's beside the point. This is beside the point. My point is, if you think you're the greatest, and like he claims he is,
wants to be a living legend. He wants to be the greatest, even better than Ali. You know, you haven't made that. Those leaps and those bounds that you were supposed to make, you had the opportunity to make, and you chose to.
And he can still make them. That's the thing. If he really wants to, he really can. I mean, he wants to fight somebody at 147. I'm sure Miguel Cotto after Claudio or Claudio, because that fight can go either way. Let me not even get it twisted like that. Yeah. That fight can go either way. So if Claudio wins that fight, I'm sure Claudio and June will be, hey, I'm ready to throw down with you, Mayweather. No doubt. If Cotto wins, I'm ready to throw down with you. Shane ain't got nobody. Shane is saying, hey, I'm dying to fight you since 135.
Paul Williams still wants.
Paul Williams wants somebody, period. He wants a big name on his record.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, don't go out there saying, oh, you know, Marquez is calling me out. I want Marquez now. Marquez is calling you out at 135.
Get real.
135. Come
Let's
on.
not waste
man.
our breath and water.
Anyways, my one finger salute for the day.
Mayweather.
That's for Mayweather. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this boxing program.
As always,
If you like what you see, subscribe, comment, give us some feedback. Thanks, Knowledge, for coming down from DC. Sorry for the delays in the video. I've been extremely busy. I've been opening up my own business. And my time just after work has been going to my other job. And I just haven't had time to make a video, period. So that's my fault. It's not that we haven't made the videos because the Guru has come by and we've made 2 videos. I'm just too lazy to put them up. So that's my bad. So moving along. Sorry guys, but again, we're still here. We're not going nowhere.
As always.
This is Pound for Pound Boxing.
The voice of a new generation.
As long as we keep watching boxing, there's always going to be a show.
That's right.
And this is Pound for Pound Boxing.
The voice of a new generation.
Pull back, no punches.